Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a database diagram. And why are we doing this? There are situations where you want to get familiar with how the entire business is structured in terms of data, which table is connected to one another, what are the keys through which they are being connected. A database diagram can be so helpful. Let me show us an example of how one looks like. This is for Adventureworks database 2008. And it pretty much shows us how the business is structured. So we have the schema called, these are the schemas: sales, purchasing, person, production, human resources, and the default schema, which is DBO. So you can see the tables that are under the DBO. I'm going to zoom now so that you can see the tables under the DBOs are this. The human resources is another schema. These are the tables there. These are tables under person, schema, production, and like that. And you can see the connection between these tables. I've been teaching SQL using Adventureworks 2019 on my site, on this YouTube site, and I realized, okay, this relationship works, but there are still some of these tables that have been updated. I observed there are some columns that are actually no longer there because the new database is a bit updated. So how do you then even get to know this relationship or create similar chart like this? It might not look perfectly like this, but you'll be able to see all the tables and the relationship between all of them. All right, this is why we're coming here. Note that you might not want to create for all the tables at the same time. Maybe you are interested in 5 tables. Oh, these tables, what are they about? Put all the tables together. You can connect them together. If there's any connection between them, you will see what connects those tables together. Or you want to understand the business, you can create this whole diagram. That could be very huge depending on the tables. For our Adventureworks database, we have a couple of tables, which I'm actually trying to expand right now. Yeah, we have a couple of tables, as you can see, and these are all the tables we want to combine and use in this diagram. So how do you get to the diagram? You see the database diagram, that is the session. So you go to database diagram and right click and click on new database diagram. All right, so the error that came up initial time that I resolved was not this. So you will see your error might not be this. Obviously there should be an error first, talking about access, users, and the rest. And if you get any error like this, okay, so let me assume you have admin right, or you have a particular right that can allow you to create this. Or if you are practicing with Adventureworks 2019, if you are following through my videos on this YouTube channel, you also find this challenge, and it's straightforward. Just go back to Adventureworks 2019 database, go to properties, then click on files. For you will not see this there, it will be empty. I'm the one that changed it to this so that I can resolve the issue. It should be empty like this. All you just have to do is click on this small option button, and right here just type NT to search and click on check names. Then you will see this guy here, NT authority system. Just check it and click OK. It has inserted it here. Click OK. So this is now the owner. Then click OK. This way you will have access to create this diagram now. So if I now right click here to create new database diagram, you might even see a dialog box that is asking you to select yes or no. Just click on yes, and after that you're going to see this table, add tables. What are the tables that you want to use? And for me, I want to use all these tables, so I just press down my shift key, go to the end of this table and click the last item there to highlight all, then click on add. This might take seconds, maybe minutes, depending on how fast your system is. Just trying to add all the tables. You can see on my screen now is adding all the tables. So I'm going to fast forward this till all the tables are there. Right now all the tables have been added. I can click on close, and here if I press my control key just to zoom down, I can see more about those tables. So I'm just trying to zoom down now, and you see how these tables are actually connected. This is a whole lot, man. If I zoom down again, I can see the different arrangement for these tables. See, different arrangement. Okay, first let's look at the top one here. Let me just scroll up here to check the first tables. You can see these 3 guys: transaction history, error log. They are not connected to anything. And database, yes, oops, we have the database log, and we have the build version, which is okay. These 4 are not connected to anything. And if you see the Adventureworks database, we only have 3 here. We don't have the build version, which is okay. We have build version, we have error log, database log. These are 3, that DBO and are not connected to other tables. But in the 2008 version, in the 2019 version, we then have 4. We have error log, which are I think transaction history archive, which is additional table that we have, which we do not have before. Transactional table archive. All right, and you can see all these things around production. These are tables structured around production. Of course, you can always zoom to see more details about them. If you zoom, you'll be able to see more details about them, how they are connected. This will help you understand the connection between the tables as well as the business. All right, so in case you can zoom in to understand them, this is what I do for any system or business that I do not understand. You can also save this by just right clicking here and save the diagram. The moment you save it, let's just call it this is a AW Adventureworks diagram. Okay, let's go at the Adventureworks diagram. If I save now, I'll be able to find it under the database diagram. We have nothing there before, but now it's there. You can always go back to it. You don't need to go through this process again. That's one. And again, I can also right click and copy this. If I just right click anywhere on this plain screen, you can actually copy this, copy the diagram to clipboard. You can paste anywhere else, so that I can have it as an image for you to explore. Thank you. Take your time to go through this. This can help you to get familiar to this particular Adventureworks database as you continue to build on top of this knowledge. Thanks and bye.